Welcome to the Mess Hall Podcast. This is an episode. You're tuning in, and
with Jamie Rowan and
Andrew Youngblood. That's me, and that's our.
Yep.
And did we record last week, or we missed a week?
We missed a week.
Look at that. We're out of touch.
I missed you.
Did
Very
you?
sad.
What happened to you in the last 2 weeks?
I got a year older. I had a birthday.
Oh shit! I didn't text you.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything.
Please, nobody.
Did Ben text you?
No, please,
Thank
nobody.
God.
I don't tell anybody about it. I'm at the age where I don't want anyone to know. My husband and I don't get each other gifts. I got home and he had a card for me. And
no gift?
Hold on. We don't get each other gifts ever. It's an agreement. He had a card for me. I opened the card. I started laughing hysterically. And then I looked at the inside and it was so sweet. And he was like, oh my God. He saw that I was laughing. He was like, oh my God, babe, do you like it? You love it. And I was like, I do. I love it. Because I love it. And that's why 6 months ago, I went to this adorable little store and I picked it out and I bought it with my own money.
Wait, you bought this?
And then I put it in our card drawer and then you took it out of the card drawer and you wrote a beautiful note in it. And then you wrote my name on it, but I bought that card and then you acted like you made any effort and you wrote a lovely note in it and you gave me the card that I bought.
Marriage is gay. This is so dumb. Every week you tell me something about your marriage where I'm like, I am so happy I'm not married. And I was married before, but I think I hated my marriage and it still feels like it was better than your current marriage.
Here's the thing. Genuinely, he really did feel like he did a good thing, which is just shows
that's sad.
He's one of the most intelligent men I know, but emotionally not so much. And I will say, here's the beauty of that card is that it made me laugh so hard that he was like, look at this good thing that I did.
He knew he got it from the drawer. First of all, we're going to skip over the fact that you have a card drawer.
Yeah.
You're the most suburban white bitch that's ever existed.
Yeah.
You have a card. You buy cards when you don't need them. That's insane.
You literally have trash littered around your floor.
First off, I got a kid, so, and it's not crazy. It's not dirty in here.
Okay, I have a card drawer. That's not cool. But I actually think I'm more and more realizing that my lifestyle is way more alternative than yours.
What are you talking about?
You're doing all the things. You're dating the Wiccans. We all get it. You're cool. You're going out and you don't have a card. You don't have a card drawer.
I don't have I have a sauce packet drawer.
But some of us see something and we're like, we think of the people we love and our friends and we're inspired.
No, you don't. You're like, oh, I love this card. I'll give it to someone randomly.
No, I genuinely am
this is for my husband to give me on my birthday. Is that what you thought when you got that card?
I actually did think that this was a cute card to get for my husband and it would make him laugh. And so the fact that he gave it to me, it made me laugh very hard.
It's very funny.
It's
in a sad way.
In a kind of sad way. I'll admit that. It's a little sad.
It is a little sad.
And that was what we did. We went out to dinner. We're old. That was it.
What are you, 38?
Oh, no? God. Thank you I'm younger
37.
than 38.
You're 37 now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're same age, just for a month.
Yeah, for 1 month. I'm actually the same age as my husband for I guess 2 days. His birthday is 2 days later, and I didn't get him shit.
Weird. That just means your parents fucked right around the same time.
I know they did.
It's pretty strange, right?
Way grosser with my parents than his parents. Well, Mom's a babe.
I think it's weird. My kid was predicted to be born on my birthday, and I was like, oh, fuck. That means I fucked my mom and my dad do. That's what you thought about? Yeah, you kind of think about that stuff, right? No,
I never think.
I definitely think about that shit. It's weird. I don't like it. I don't want to know that I fucked the same time as my mom did.
Luckily, my parents had a loveless marriage, and I didn't really have to worry about thinking about them fucking or walking in on them fucking.
They had a love marriage because I don't mean to like ruin this for you, but your dad blasted in your mom at least once that I know of.
For sure, but she had a plan. I think it was legit maybe one time.
What do you mean a plan?
She talked him into reversing a vasectomy. Okay? Think about that.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Snip, snip, back.
Yeah.
Reconnect.
Do you know that when you reverse it, you got a 5% chance of having Down syndrome? So you should get tested.
Look at me. The jury's still out.
Yeah.
You never know. But hey, I think I wouldn't be so sad if I had Down syndrome.
No,
they're happy.
Of course, they are happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should talk about this.
Oh God.
This would be the second time we've had to cut out Down syndrome things in the podcast.
Well, we're saying like,
yeah, they're a happy bunch.
yeah, like so full of like love and life. It's great.
Exactly. Way happier than I am.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I can tell.
I'm a happy person most of the time. I think 50% of the time, 40, 30%. I'm pretty good. When I'm on stage, I'm really
10.
happy.
All right, let's talk about your week because you did a lot more interesting stuff. You were traveling.
It's my 2 weeks. What did we do?
2 weeks. Yeah.
I went to my hometown of Rochester, New York.
Oh yeah.
Before last week, and that was brutal.
Yeah, I've heard that those cities in upstate New York suck.
I got to see some old friends. It was fine. You know what though? It was nice. A ton of people came out to shows, like old high school friends and stuff. And most of them were great. And I got to kill in front of a lot of them, which was really nice. Except there were 3 that came out to the show, and I hope they listen to this because they need to know. I drunkenly told them that they were being awful.
During the show?
No, I did not, because they weren't that bad for me, but they were bad for Mark, and that made it worse. I warned Mark. I go, man, I was like, this is just unlucky. But 3 girls that I knew in high school bought tickets to the show, and we're like, we don't hang out now. I haven't seen them in 20 damn years, and they bought tickets to the show, and they just happened to be front row. And so, just so you know, they might not be a great audience. I don't know if they've ever seen a comedy show before. And they were not. Mark had to stop and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It was embarrassing. Mark got off. I was like, I'm so fucking sorry. But I was like, they're not my friends. And I mean, yes, we were friends, but I don't know them.
Did they think that they're being like fun for the...
No, okay. So honestly, it was one of them that was being bad. One of them texted me, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed by the whole thing. And one of them was this girl who was a teacher's daughter in school. And she was like, after the set, she comes up to me and she goes, I don't really remember a lot about you in high school, Andrew, except for that, like, I just knew you were always combative with me. And I was like, yeah, it's because you're the loudest person in the room, in every room. And it looks like nothing has changed. And then her friends looked at her and were like, yeah, that's kind of you. And it's right. She was always that way. But she heckled. She didn't heckle. She just whispered incredibly loud to everyone. Like, so she was like talking to her other friend and she'd be like, oh, what did they say? Oh my God, that's funny. What? Like, it wasn't even like mean. It was just, but it was like, they've never been, but they're ruining the show for 100 other people.
She's like, I don't remember anything about you except for that thing that was about me. Like,
exactly.
It's always back to her.
It stunk. But we did have a couple of drinks with him afterwards, and I caught up.
We had sex later.
No,
it was great.
Not at all. I did catch up with them though, and because I'm in town, and they were like, "Let's."
Have you ever hate fucked someone?
Yes, 100%. Yeah,
a heckler.
No, wait, hold on. Let me think. No.
I think it would be kind of fun, actually.
I did fuck a girl that I once brought to a show, and she heckled comics at it. And then I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
And you ghosted her after.
No, but we did stop hanging out.
Good.
It wasn't a ghost, but it was like, this is not really for me. I can't, you can't hang out with a comedian, and then they go take you to a comedy show. First of all, you know how much it takes for a comedian. That's like bring your daughter or bring your son or bring a family member to work day. Like, it's a lot, right? So I'm bringing a girlfriend to work day. That doesn't exist in the other fucking culture, but it does in comedy. So you finally bring your significant other to work.
Oh, you were dating this person.
No, I was not. This was like, well, we had been on a few dates, but I definitely would not say dating. There's no like boyfriend, girlfriend situation. We were fucking.
Okay.
There was
She
a
should have known better, though, at that point.
Well, she didn't. She just didn't. She was loud. She was a loud person, and I don't know. I used to be attracted to loud people. Not as much anymore. They embarrass me. I'm not attracted to being embarrassed.
I want to apologize to upstate New York really quickly. I just meant the comedy clubs I've heard suck.
The club was fine.
Actually,
the club was fine. The owner was a goofball. He was like this Italian guy. He wore a bunch of rings and he kept going. He goes, "All right, guys, yabba dabba do. We're gonna get this done. Yabba dabba do." Like he used yabba dabba do as like his catchphrase, and he said it every 5 minutes. And I don't. It's a Flintstones thing.
did he drive away?
No,
Like with his.
no, I wish. But he was like he was like. He'd do that all the time. Like he was like an old, just Italian guy. He owned the club and he had like this button-up shirt and he had the cufflings, like the
This is
folded
the
cufflink.
shit. I love
and the
this guy.
cufflings said Comedy at the Carlson, which he owned. And so he is like, it said like his cuffling shirt said that. He was like, "All right, 2 more shows. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to get merch. We're going to take pictures. I'm going to help you guys out. Come on. We're going to do a line. Yabba dabba do." That's exactly how it was. He's a character, dude.
I'm obsessed with this guy. I think that's awesome.
I hope he never hears this because he was sweet. He liked my set and he invited me to the small room.
No, this guy's great.
I do like him. I thought he liked, but he's got to know he's a character.
Yeah, I think he's doing all of that on purpose. Yabba dabba do. What does that have to do with though? Like all of it makes sense together. Like the look is very like Italian, like New York guy, the talking. But what the fuck is yabba dabba do?
That's Flintstones. I don't know.
What does that have to do with his whole vibe?
It's like you do this, yabba dabba do, you're done, yabba dabba do, you do that,
Wilma, what is it? What does he say?
Yeah, Wilma. When he just yells at his wife. It's just a cartoon where he yells at his wife.
He really is like abusive.
Well, he's based. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but Fred Flintstones is based off of that. Like, what is that couple? The Odd Couple or whatever. Back in like black and white like TV
Bert and
shows.
Ernie?
No, not Bert and Ernie. It was like black and white TV. Someone will hopefully see this and let us know.
I don't remember who
but
the Odd Couple was.
I oughta. He would always like threaten to. He's like, to the moon. Remember, he'd like threaten to hit her to the moon.
Honeymooners?
Is that what it was? Yeah. So, but he always threatened to he's like, Alice to the moon. Like, I'm pretty sure Flintstones were based off of them. And
there was a lot of like backhand slaps to the wife in like in the talkies.
In cartoons?
In the old talkies.
What are talkies?
That's what I have a very old father. That's what he called like the movies when they were still in black and white and they started to like have sound. My dad was born in 1922, so
really, damn, he lived through a war.
I told you it was like dust that created me.
Is he still alive? He's dead.
No, he's way dead.
Oh, how long?
A long time. He's super dead. Dead as a doornail.
How long? How long has he been dead?
Since 2011.
That's not that long.
I mean,
is he all bones now? You think? You ever think about that?
No, I don't think about it.
I think
because he's cremated.
Oh, he's definitely. Well, he's almost all bones. Ashy.
He's ashy.
Yeah.
White people are ashy and don't know it. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, for sure. No,
I moisturize.
I got tattoos on my elbows, so you can tell when the blacks look a little.
No.
And the tattoos.
No.
The blacks and the tattoos.
Got it?
No, that's good. That's fine. When the blacks and the tattoo look a little gray, that's where I know I'm ashy.
Okay, well, you should just always. I feel like men have a hard time with this. You should always just moisturize after every shower
I moisturize
immediately.
all the time. I got good skin. No?
No, you do. You have great
It's all
skin. It's very rare that a man like does the full. Do you moisturize, Ben?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
But not as much as I should.
My last girlfriend was an esthetician, so.
Oh yeah, I remember you were gonna hook me up.
Facials. I got a lotion moisturizer with salicylic acid and all that shit. It's like $150 bottle, and she's like, "I got you this," and I was like, "What?"
You guys still good?
Of course.
So upstate New York, did you meet Cindy Arena? Cindy Arena, great comic.
I have no idea who that is.
All right. She usually does. She usually hosts.
No, we had this guy named Vinny Paulito or some shit like that, and he was fine.
Sounds about right.
He's a good guy.
All right. And then Chicago after.
And then I came home for a couple of days, and then I went to Chicago where I watched the Netflix recording of Mark Dorman. It was fun. I didn't do shows. We just hung out, helped him out. Was just there for a buddy and enjoyed the hang. It was really fun. It was cool to see a Netflix recording happen like that. And
was it snowing?
Yeah, it did snow a little bit. Not crazy. It snowed a lot in Rochester. It was terrifying. Rochester was like one of the days it was like snowing right before the show. We had to drive. We rented a car and we drove to the show and we're like, and Mark's a maniac and he's driving and he's like, just like running through lights and fucking putting on the brakes and fucking with me. And I'm like, dude, stop. And he's just like laughing like a hyena.
Can we also talk about how you didn't bring a winter coat?
I didn't. I bought one. I bought a windbreaker at Target. Once I got there, I forgot. I just forgot. That's all that happened. I'm bad at packing.
But then you went.
I have ADD, I think.
No, it's not just that. It's also that you made the follow-up choices to stop at a Target and buy a thin-ass windbreaker.
Here's the thing. I live in Texas. I knew I was only there for a weekend. And then I'm like, what am I going to ever use a real coat? And then also the selection this late in winter is pretty low. So they have all the spring jackets out. So I bought a spring jacket and I just wore that the whole time. And it was fine. It's not like I was hanging out outside.
You didn't want to be caught in the like.
I wore a hoodie and then a jacket over it.
Behind the season fashions, like late fashions.
Yeah.
You wanted to be up to date and chic.
The only jacket that they had that I almost bought was a big like furry one. And I was like, I look like Pete Davidson.
That would have been
It was too much. It was not for me. That's not my style.
All right.
I'm not Pete Davidson cool. Or even a quarter of that. I don't know.
I don't feel like I didn't have anything that exciting happen because I was here the whole time, but and had to cancel and reschedule a trip. But I will say I was consoling a lady who I made cry at the nail salon.
Why'd you make her cry?
So that's this always happens to women. Maybe this is too heavy to talk about.
You made my drink. What did you put in it? It tastes like walnuts. Tastes like there's a nut in my drink.
It's literally Jack Daniels and water.
Where did you get the water?
From the fridge.
All right. Well, there's some weird. Every time I taste it, I'm losing my whole mouth is like there's some nuts in this.
I mean,
you want to taste it?
Whiskey's kind of nutty.
No, no, it's not. Give it a shot. Chew a piece of ice.
All right. Do some like ambient noise. Give the crunching.
Just do it into the microphone. It'll get someone hard. Into the mic. Do you taste it?
It just tastes like whiskey to me. Is that not how whiskey tases? I don't know enough about whiskey.
All right. Well, that was.
I mean, it could also be.
That was 2 minutes of podcast we won't get back.
It could be the date rape drug I put in there. Is that appropriate to talk about?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't.
We'll joke about it.
I've been drugged on accident. Someone drugged me.
I've been drugged.
I accidentally drugged myself. Embarrassing. No, I'm kidding.
Just like I've accidentally drugged myself in a way because I didn't know what was going to happen.
I will say, me and my friends. This is going to look bad. Oh yeah, let's hear yours. I want to hear your drug.
Well, I've had multiple. I mean, I'm a woman, so I've had multiple situations.
All right, prove it. All right.
There's nothing I really have
that proves it.
That proves it.
I don't have no way to prove it.
I look like an obese boy. Yeah. Okay, so this is good. I feel like every story I tell makes my husband sound bad, but on the second date,
100% correct.
This poor guy. Yes. Luckily, he never listens. On the second date with my husband, third date with my husband.
God, if you tell me that he drugged you right now.
But I had a much higher, this was in college. We met very young. So I had a much higher, I was able to drink more, tolerance, that's the word. And I'd had one drink because I was still very much in the phase of, I want to impress this guy. I want to be together, whatever. And so I'd had one drink, but we were also out at this club that was very douchey Scottsdale nightclub vibes. And then I go to get a second drink at the bar, and he was out. We were with a group of friends. So he's out dancing on the dance floor with his friends. And I was like, I'm going to go to the bar and get a drink. go to the bar to get a drink, order my drink, talking to people
Just a
at
bunch
the bar.
of dudes dancing on the dance floor.
And I drink. He's dudes, girls. We're with a big group.
Gotcha.
I'm at the bar separate from everyone, separate from him, separate from my group. Want to make that very clear.
Okay.
And I'm having like a few sips at the bar, talking to people, having a few sips, as drunk people do, talking to strangers. And then immediately the room started spinning and something was not right. This was only my second drink. And I was like, fuck. I can't let this guy that I'm super into see me this way. Went out to the dance floor and was like, just want you to know you're amazing, but I'm very not okay. I'm leaving right now. And he was like, what are you, what did I do? Like, he immediately was like, fuck, are you okay? What's wrong? What did I do?
Was it the drugs I gave you? Or
it was the drugs he gave me. No, I was alone. Again, very separate from him at the bar having my second drink.
Yes.
So anyway, I rush out because I was like, I'm going to be embarrassing in 0.2 seconds. And he rushed out after me and was like, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I can't let you leave alone like this. There were no Ubers at the time. And so he was like, do you want to just like sleep at my place? No funny business. Blah, blah, blah.
Sounds like he might have drugged you.
And I will say very much.
Was there funny business?
No funny business. In fact, he spent the majority of the evening. I did go back to his place, but he spent the majority of the evening holding my hair back while I threw up in his toilet. Super not sexy.
Especially as a college kid's toilet. That's not a good toilet.
Yeah, he was living with 3 dudes.
The piss. I can smell it now.
Yeah, like pubes. By the way, how do men always get like pubes all over a toilet seat? Is it that hard to not? Or wipe? Do a gentle wipe.
I don't know. I'm bald down there.
You are not.
It's old age.
Shut.
This guy.
Am I so gullible?
Yeah.
Well, I just laser it.
Oh man, you noob it? Is that what it's called? The noob?
Fully Brazilian, fully bald.
Oof.
But not the wax.
You lasered it. It's done.
Laser.
You don't have to do it ever again now.
I don't have to do
ever again.
Shit.
Ever.
You have to go multiple times in a row.
Yeah, but then you're done forever.
But then you're done forever.
You're done forever.
Well, they say you might have to come back in 10 years and get like a little spot treatment or something. Wow. It's the best
How many times
ever.
did you have to go?
Legs. There.
Nothing. Wow.
Armpits.
You're like a lizard.
I'm like a seal. That's why I like to send you asked me once, why did you send the seal? What is that supposed to mean? And I think it's funny because I'm like a seal.
Yeah, but you're like a dying seal. You're like very skinny. I've never seen a skinny seal.
Thank you. Say it again.
For a seal, you're skinny. You're insane to think you're not skinny.
I really
I
hate
have bowel
myself.
movements bigger than you. Sorry.
Thank you.
That's gross.
I love it. I love it all so much. I'm mentally ill, so I take it like I love it so much.
Just being called skinny?
Yeah. I lived in the era of like, now it's like cool to have curves, but I lived in the era of heroin chic and a mother who was like, do you really need a piece of bread? Is that funny? No.
No, it's sad. It is sad. No, it is sad to have a mom like that. Sorry. It took me a second. I was thinking about the era we live in now and then also then. And
you just have to.
It's very different.
You just have to laugh at it. But there is something beautiful. Like, I love seeing these young girls who are like, love my body because
it's great. I didn't hear. Let's answer an email or take a call or what do we got, Ben?
We got an email today. I got you ready
Let's
right
go.
Here we
go.
Let's
do it. Let's give out some advice.
We've been going out 1.5 years now. One thing with my boyfriend is that his dick, or specifically the band on the back of the head, the Fren-Yuh-Luhm, frequently tears.
What is it, a doctor?
Yeah, do we need to have a degree to answer
this? A Fren-Yuh-Luhm? Is that what it was said?
Fren-Yuh-Luhm in quotes. Fren-Yuh-Luhm.
Okay. She's Googled this.
She's showing off.
When we first started having sex, it would tear in any position, but now he goes extra gentle, which gets annoying. And fine.
It would tear her.
No.
His Fren-Yuh-Luhm.
He needs to go gentle.
Okay, I think I already got an answer, but let's keep going.
All right, I'll try to make it a little brief. But now he goes extra gentle, which gets annoying, and it's fine. But when I ride him, there's a good chance it tears, so I have to feel bad every time.
Yeah.
I want to go that. And every time it happens, we have to wait a week or two for it to heal before he can use it again. There's seriously like a 30% chance every time I ride him, I'll tear, and a 5 to 10% chance that he's doing it, I'll tear. Or no, it'll tear. I'm sorry. I Googled and there's surgery you can get to lengthen the band so it stops tearing, but apparently there's a slight chance it'll reduce sensitivity in the dick because the frenulum is pretty sensitive. He said he's not losing feeling in his dick, so he won't get it. I asked what he plans to do, then he said nothing. Like literally, he plans to do nothing.
So this is, he only loses, and I could be wrong, I'm not a doctor, but I think he's only going to lose sensitivity a little bit in his dick because that's what happens when you get circumcised. When you get circumcised, you actually lose a little feeling in your dick, which thank God, because if I feel like I'd come instantly.
Is she talking about the dick snap?
I think the skin on the top of the head is what right? It's got to be the top of the head.
But it's not that thing that happens when you like
I'm guessing
break
he's not circumcised is what we're looking at.
It's not the breaking a dude's dick.
Is there a photo? Can we put it right here?
No. There isn't.
I want to see the photo.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The dick snap? When you like snap, like occasionally, like once in a blue moon, like it'll like,
nope,
it'll like snap out. And like,
what the fuck is going on in your marriage, dude? It snaps.
Like where
like a Mr. Potato Head,
like
it just snaps off.
I think maybe she means the thing that is like an occasional thing that happens where it's like when you're like really going at it and it like will
She's
like,
talking about it ripping and there's blood.
That is not normal.
Yeah,
no,
we know.
Normal. What I'm saying is
I think he's
thing.
not circumcised. That's what it sounds like. Oh, but you think she'd say like there is a surgery called circumcision, like
I don't think that's what this is.
But it feels like maybe it wasn't circumcised enough or something. It's like a thin skin there.
Either way, the question I think the bigger point of the question is, would you do something now as an adult man to your dick that would cause you to potentially lose sensitivity now?
Yes. If I was hooking up with someone, let's say we were married or whatever, or we're together, and then every fucking time we had sex, my dick ripped open, I think I'd probably do something about it. I could be wrong, but I think I'm like, you know what? I don't address every issue with my body, but this one's important.
Yeah, that's insane. And imagine
does he jerk off? God, I wish he was here. I have so many questions for this guy.
I know his hand is probably aggressive too. That's like
we're not always good to our penises. Also,
yeah,
like,
you're beating that shit up, and then you wait 2 weeks.
You should use lotion. You should. That's a lesson I learned way later in life. You really can hurt yourself.
Like you get the surgery and you're able to fuck a lot more.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm going to get a vasectomy pretty soon, and I think that's awesome. And I'm going to have to wait a little bit to use
Everyone
it again.
thinks that's awesome.
Not everyone thinks that's awesome. Tell my kids that.
I mean, I'm confused. They want you to.
No, they don't think it's awesome. Why would they? They wouldn't be around if I had one.
Yeah, but getting one now.
Well, tell my unborn kids. Tell my dried up sperm that's awesome.
Fuck you, Andrew's unborn children.
Damn, dude. I mean, let's have a moment of silence for all 12 of them.
Okay. 12?
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would totally get a thing. If I needed to get a thing, I would get a thing.
Yeah, he's also like, this is his girlfriend who obviously cares about him. I mean, he's assuming that he's going to be with this girl. Let's say they break up and he's just like having to explain his bloody dick to one night stands. Like that to me sounds.
I would never do a one night stand. I'd be like, we can't do that.
Yeah, it just seems worth it.
If you're gentle. That's yeah. See, I don't know. That's a weird thing. And if she really loved him, why don't you get a episiotomy, bitch?
How would
that will fix his
Yeah,
dick.
how would that help?
It makes her pussy looser, so it's not going to drag on the dick. No? that technically it would.
Is that what it does?
Do you know what an episiotomy is?
No.
It's when you have a baby, they cut you open to make it wider so the baby can come out easier. That's what episiotomy. This was a joke. I don't think you should get that. This was me
Some
being
of you
silly.
have to be smart to understand.
They give them the episiotomy and then they sew them back up. And then they, like in the 50s, it's pretty fucked up. But they used to have this thing where they called it the husband knot. And so they put an extra stitch in there to tighten them up.
No, that is, by the way, I love that you say the 50s. That still happens.
They don't do the husband knot anymore.
You can literally request it.
They're not calling it the husband knot.
Maybe they're not calling it that, but you can literally request that.
Hey, Doc, while you're down there, tighten her up a little bit.
I have a lot of mom friends that request
Feeling
it.
a little drafty. Why don't you?
Legit, they pay the extra to
snip,
snip right after.
That's fine. I mean, that's
They're
fine.
already
If that's what you
under
want.
it.
It's your body, your choice. Do whatever the hell you want. Have fun with it.
Feminist.
There you go. That's how I feel about it. I'm a feminist. But don't get an episiotomy. That was a joke. I think that guy needs to get a surgery. You should. Here's the thing. It depends on how serious you are. That's really what this is all about. If you're going to marry this guy, this is a conversation you guys be like, I need you to do this. This is for me. Either do this or let me bang other dudes, and then see what he says. He'll probably be like, I'm going to leave you. But
That is terrible advice. Go to a sex therapist. Have her talk him into it.
it's not even a sex therapist thing. It's like my dick is ripping every time.
Yeah.
This is like a medical. This is dangerous.
Manipulate him into realizing it's the right thing to do to agree with you.
Get him to slip and fall onto a razor blade. Cut it for him. Then you got to go get it stitched up.
To the ER.
Give him a little wife stitch. Tighten it up.
Give that guy the wife stitch.
Yeah.
The wife knot.
That's when you open it up, make it a little bit bigger.
That is actually what he needs. He needs a wife knot.
He
Yeah.
needs like a little skin. What's it called when they like skin graft?
Ooh, yeah.
He needs a little
Take
skin
it right
graft.
from a burn victim, and that's.
Feeling
I don't know how things work at all. They have skin grafts. That's what I'm saying.
feeling chubby. Like take it from take it from somewhere where you don't want that little extra. Oh no, that's fat. You need
Yeah, but
skin.
you could use a little fat in your dick. I bet your skin's too tight; it rips. I wonder how small his dick is.
Ooh,
I'm
they
so
could just
curious
add
about this dick. I really want to see this dick.
I want to see his dick too. Send in your dick, sir.
He's got to
Send
have
us.
a mean hog for her to.
Now I'm thinking tiny hog. If the skin's too tight, there's like it's being restricted and then ripping open. I don't think it's I don't know.
You think she'd stick around though?
Yeah, but girls stick around with guys with tiny penises all the time. I've seen so many people with tiny penises with people.
Does his mouth work? Then we're good.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he's great with the fingers. A little.
Sir, send us a picture of your dick and never make that sound again. I really hate
Every
it.
episode, I'm gonna try to fit that in.
We haven't done this episode.
Ass eating.
We haven't
I know
done
it's
it.
been a while, and I don't think we did it last episode either.
Wow.
We're really evolving here as a group.
We are. We're basically scholars and gentlemen.
I know. I think we should maybe we should answer one more because I think we got through that quick. That was an easy one. There wasn't really much to it.
I mean,
We can take more than one in one day. You guys are emailing us and calling us so much.
yeah,
that
stop.
I
But
know,
sir,
it's
please send us a
annoying.
photo of your dick. Just want to restate
I would
that.
love to see that dick. Yeah. All right. Let's do one more question and then let's get the hell out of here. I got alcohol to drink and penises to rip.
Andrew promised to sing a song. Just want to throw that out there.
I got
go.
stitches to put in.
Y'all are gonna love this one. My girlfriend called me pathetic because I couldn't get hard. My girlfriend and I were about to have sex, but for some reason I was not able to get hard. This has happened 2 other times. She got extremely upset at me and called me pathetic. For the other times, she also got very mad at me and told me that I have to figure it out on my own and that this shouldn't happen to a guy. I tried to explaining her why it was happening, mostly because I get nervous and overthink when we're about to do it, but she did not care to listen. What should I do in this situation?
My mom is such a bitch.
What a cunt.
Wow. Yeah. No. This is this is easier than the last one. Leave that fucking bitch. That is crazy. Come on. You can't just no. First, what a sensitive topic. For
I wish I knew
someone to
how
do.
old they were.
Does it say? Do we got ages?
Mm-mm.
God,
Man.
people are not giving us enough
Give
info.
details.
This is so generic. Oh,
Yeah,
I couldn't get.
I might have
get Blue Chew. that's one way to fix it.
I kind of agree with you, but like, finish your take because
No, that's it. Leave her because that's crazy. You're a team. You know, your pussy's not perfect, I'm sure.
I will.
You probably got a weird smelling one time, you know. Your pH balances could be off. There could be things. Maybe you don't get wet enough.
Okay,
right?
combative.
I'm just saying that this person is shitting on this poor guy who is going. That's such a hard thing. First of all, I've never had that happen. I want to point that out. But I've mentally prepared myself for that.
So this is why that exists, because there are dudes like you that are like, it never happens to me.
First of all, I don't sound anything like that.
That's every dude. That's my dude voice.
Second of all, it just hasn't happened to me. It will happen to me one day. It just hasn't happened to me. I have other things happen to me, but not that.
Well, you know, the anal rape bitch.
What? What is that?
You're with the prison guy.
Oh, that guy. Wow, you're throwing back to an episode that just came out. No, but I think I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it hasn't happened to me. It happens. It happens to a lot of my friends, and we talk about it often.
Totally separate. That is bitchy for her to say. She shouldn't say that.
Cunt.
It is awful. Don't be like
cunty.
that. But that being said, when I hear something like that from a woman, it strikes me that she's probably young. I'm guessing they're young, and I'm guessing she's insecure. So when that happens, a woman who is insecure, immediately her brain goes to, he's not attracted to me. What's wrong with me? As a woman, I hate saying I'm sorry. Cut
you say
that.
it every episode.
I know.
You never
I
cut
know.
it.
Fuck.
And it's in this episode too.
It's my catchphrase.
As a woman,
I know everything about women, but no.
Who doesn't like science?
Here's the thing, is I do feel sympathy for her because I get that this girl probably feels like when that happens, like, ugh, I'm ugly, I'm unattractive, he doesn't want me. When it just happens to some men sometimes, especially if they are young too and they get in their head or they don't have a lot of experience.
It's pretty common.
Yeah, like it's not you, girl. So like maybe don't be a bitch about it.
And it doesn't happen every time. And also how fucked up it is if it is like in her head, she's like being defensive about it. That's fucked up, man. When I feel insecure, I'm not like ugly bitch. Like that's crazy.
When you were younger, maybe did you do that?
Never.
Because men, when they're hitting,
I've felt insecure my entire life, and I've always just fucking kept my head down and fucking. I've never. Well, I'm
That's
not shitting
rare.
on other. What do people do when they're insecure? They're like,
men will hit on women all that. Women will understand this. Men will hit on you. And then if you reject them, the immediate thing is, well, you're fucking ugly anyway,
holy
bitch.
shit. I've never done that. That's insane.
That is something that I have heard
to you
so many times. I'm like, you were literally just trying to hook up and now I'm a piece of shit and you're not interested anyway.
That's funny.
That is something.
That's not funny.
That is not rare. I'm shocked. You've never seen a shitty dude. You own a bar. You've never seen a guy.
Watch people hit. I'm not watching these interactions.
That's amazing people watching at Secret Group.
Yeah, but I don't watch that shit. If I saw that, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. What
Yeah,
are you
well,
doing,
and
dude?
now I also grew up. I feel like men are more scared now. That's why I love the Me Too movement. It's the best.
I was scared way before the Me Too movement. I've been terrified my entire life.
Okay, well, good. You should be scared. We're coming for you.
Here's the thing. You're a white woman. White women are out.
Okay.
White women are out. You're the new white dudes. Go fuck yourself.
For now.
No, you're it. You guys are way more annoying than us.
We're annoying, but we get shit done.
No, you don't.
You
get people kicked out of parks.
That is not true.
Carrying it up. You specifically carrying it up.
I'm going to do so many unpopular things this episode, but I will defend white women because, like,
don't defend
it's not
white women. You're a white woman. You can't say anything to me because you know what? White men are oppressed compared to white women now. So just throwing that out there. You're the shitty ones. We're second shitty, and then all the other ones are below that.
We're shitty, but like, I feel like white women, like, we progress so many movements. on them now, but like, for example, like gay rights, that was like a huge thing that straight white women
are trying to take credit for gay rights.
No, I'm not taking credit. I'm just saying we use our privilege for good sometimes.
Okay.
We use our privilege for good sometimes.
This is the most white women shit.
I'm not saying we're the savior. I'm saying people have to do their own thing, right? Like I went in and tried to like white save.
Can you believe?
I tried to white savior shit when I lived in Africa. All right, and then I realized I'm a dumb bitch.
Gosh.
Why am I doing this?
This is proving my point. I think.
No,
I think all this is proving my point.
I'm saying it's problematic, and I shouldn't do any of this. But I'm just saying sometimes. If you are privileged and shitty and have things you didn't earn, then you should use that for good because it exists. You can't deny it.
Definitely what you're saying is using your privilege for good. Yes, people should definitely use that.
Yes. No. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm saying
you're
white women
you're right about that.
And white women historically use their privilege for more good than white men. So let's start shitting on white men again because white women at least
you guys are the bad
there
ones
is
now.
A
I'm sorry. It's your time to take this.
It has been years now.
It's no. We've been historically bad people, white guys, for years and years and years. It's been we've been bad. I get it, but you guys have really worked your way up to the top. You're really working for equal rights, and I think that's great. You guys are working for equal shitty rights. You want to be the worst because you want to be the best at being the worst, and I get it.
We want to be the best at everything.
White women are the worst on every side, right? The good white women that fight they want to stand up for people. They're like, we didn't give a shit about that, and that's like annoying as fuck. But then also it's the white women who are like, look at these people playing in the park, get them out of here.
That is such a trope that isn't true. Who does that?
I don't know. YouTube? Ever heard of it? I've seen them.
There are like a few crazy people. This is how everything is. Like there are a few fucking psychos that get all the attention. I do feel like we are the bad people now, and I get it. I'll take it.
Thank you.
But
for admitting it.
That being said, it's getting to the point where people say that like that stuff that I've never done that I'm like, if that's what everybody's going to assume about me anyway, I have nothing left to lose. So like, fuck it. I'm still going to be a good person, but I'm just going to say how I really feel. And people can make fun of me.
Do whatever you want.
But I think we use our privilege for good. And I've never said anybody shouldn't be in a park. I don't really like being outdoors that much.
You know how you know that white ladies are like the bad guy or like the joke now? Because as a comic, if you are on stage,
but Karen is hack as fuck.
I know, but if you're on stage and any woman, doesn't matter who it is, if any woman says anyone says anything, right, in the crowd, all you have to do to kill is like, all right, white lady. And everyone's like, holy shit. And they lose their fucking brain about it. And all you have to do is say, all right, white lady.
I'm going to do that in my set.
Yeah, you could do it. And it'll work.
Okay,
I've done
lady.
it. I think it's funny. And I'll do it. And it's a black guy. I'm like, all right, white lady. And they're like, what?
Yeah, but
it's not true. But
I actually talk about like privilege and say that I'm white. I use the word white in jokes. And then I'm like, you know what?
White. I'm white.
I'm just gonna not apologize for myself constantly.
Don't apologize.
Like, it's not helping anyone. I'm just gonna be a good person as much as I can, and then I'm gonna stop apologizing. I'm done with that.
All right, white lady, done with apologizing. You heard it here first.
I am. I'm done. Cancel me. I'm done.
Let's cancel this podcast. Let's end it, is what I'm saying.
Okay. But also, speaking of canceling a white lady, I'm assuming this girl's white, and she should be canceled from this relationship a little bit.
Assume.
She should be canceled because she's. It sounds.
What are we talking about? This lady. I forgot about this fucking lady.
Yeah. She should be canceled from the relationship.
She
maybe
stinks. Get her out. That's insane.
But also,
have some humility. Have some passion. Compassion for this guy.
He should break up with you, but then you should go and start liking yourself a little bit more. Even if you are white, that's okay. You can like yourself, and maybe like yourself enough not to be shitty to your next boyfriend.
Yeah. Also, it kind of sounds like she doesn't like you all that much. No.
Yeah.
I've never had anyone talk to me. Well, I've had someone talking to me like that before, but I was like, we're at the end of a relationship, and I was like, this lady doesn't like me, and I don't like her.
Yeah, at that point, you're just trying to hurt each other. That's different.
You're calling someone pathetic? Like, seriously, you're calling a partner pathetic? You're like, you're pathetic. You can't even get hard? Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, she's trying to emasculate you. It strikes me she maybe wants to break up.
Maybe this is a cuck thing.
No, that would be hot.
Maybe she's into cucking, and maybe you should ask that.
I mean, he clearly doesn't want to be cucked.
Yeah, what if he got hard after she called him pathetic?
I think we'd hear about it.
Then he would be me.
Oh, gross. Ugh. All right, let's end this fucking thing. I'm out of here. I want to go jerk off. That's been the podcast. I've been Andrew Youngblood. This is Jamie Rowan. Jamie, where can they catch you, see you, all that shit?
Yeah, I have to stop spelling it since it's going to be here. So just follow me on Instagram at the Jamie Rowan and go to my website, which is updated, jamierowancomedy.com.
At No Youngblood on everything, andrewyoungblood.com. I got all my dates. I'm going to Australia in June. We're doing a ton of dates. Me and Mark Norman. You should get your tickets as soon as possible. If anyone from Australia hears this, probably just my cousin. And then big announcement for me. And I'm going to post the dates here in the next 2 weeks. I am filming a half-hour special at the end of the year. I'm very excited about it. Huge directors involved. Not like Steven Spielberg, but like, comedy. And it's going to be great. I'm super excited. I'll announce all the details and all the things coming soon. But I just want to put that out there, and I'm going to put up tickets. I'm going to do 4 shows at the Secret Group. It's going to be awesome. I'll probably have Jamie on it if she wants to be involved. Anyways, that's going to be in October, maybe early November. I should probably announce it too soon, but I'm excited. So check it out. And that's all I got. My website's not updated, but it will be soon. I say that every week. It's been like months. And that's it.
All right, I'll help you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.